Hey, today on the Daily Dose, I want to say a little phrase that my mom always used to say to me when I was a kid. And quite frankly, I used to always think she was like way too over spiritual about the deal. But she would always say this to me, like I would say, well, you know, Mom, tomorrow I want to do this, or next week, or when I'm older. And my mom always used to say something like this, well, if that's the Lord's will, if that's the Lord's will. And I would kind of be, thinking, oh, Mom, don't get all, churchy on me. But she wasn't getting churchy on me. She was getting biblical on me. Listen, this is what James says in verse 14, James 4:14. He says, our life's but a mist. It vanishes. It appears. It's gone. So you don't know what you're going to do tomorrow. So here's what he says in verses 15 and 16. He says, instead, you ought to say, if it is the Lord's will, we will live and we will do this or that. As it is, you boast in your arrogant schemes. All such boasting is evil. Ooh, that's some hard language. And it's a good check. It really is. It's a good check because for me, it puts the will of God in front of my own will. So many times we want to know the will of God, right? Like, oh, I got to do a Bible study. Well, God, what do you want? What do you want from me? Da, 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 da. But we operate like we want the Lord's will. We say that, but we operate out of our own will. We operate out of our own agendas, our own calendars, our own passions, our own desires, and our own selfishness and our own pride. I wonder, and I don't know, maybe I'm completely maybe this is crazy. But I wonder if we just got in the habit of saying, well, if that's the Lord's will, maybe God, I don't know if that's the Lord's will, if that's the Lord's will. If we would begin to internalize the concept of if that's what God wants me to do, perhaps we would more readily know and understand the Lord's will for our lives. I don't know, just a thought. Take it for what it's worth, live it out today. And as one of my favorite Bible verses, Proverbs 3:5-6, trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not into your own understanding, acknowledge him in all your ways, and he will direct your paths. Love you, praying for you, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Dose.